Hey everybody, Logan here. Today, I've got the privilege to cover some new, awesome, hopefully really good quality. Looks like good quality. All their other stuff I've covered so far has been great. Controllers and accessories based on, you guessed it, Sonic the Hedgehog. With the new Sonic game coming out, it looks like PowerA has put out some new accessories for the Xbox Series XS, for the Switch, and, well, Switch Lite if you want to call it that as well, because it's a universal thingy. But okay, let me show you. We've got the PowerA Advanced controller for the Xbox Series XS. Yeah, I'm doing a whole thing in one where I'm covering it all because PowerA, grateful enough. Thank you guys so much for sending me this stuff. They know I love this stuff. They know I love controllers, especially for the Switch and the Xbox. It's great to cover this stuff. And we've got a wired controller for the Nintendo Switch. I love these designs. I think this one is great. It's funny because I'm not a big fan of yellow. I really don't like yellow, but this one pops to me. Hopefully when we open up, it's going to continue to pop. And I'll put this on display with my other Sonic stuff because I do have a nice little bit of Sonic stuff. I move things around though. I got a little shelf. It's got Sonic holding the controller, and he's going to be holding one of these now. Awesome. And then the case. So this is the travel case, protection case to be precise is what they label it, because it's nice and durable. It will hold your Switch OG, your Switch OLED, and your Switch Lite. So we're going to see how it fits. The only thing is, I don't want to take this off. I like the way it looks, but we definitely want to see the graphic underneath. So let me shut up. We'll hit that intro and then test out all this stuff. I can't wait. Okay, so here we go. We've got all three accessories right here. So these two for the Switch. As you can see, it looks like they have the matching designs. I like that, the yellow and the blue with the speed streaks. And then we have the Xbox PowerA Advantage wire controller. Now, I've covered the Advantage recently, and it's the one, if you look at the back here, as you can see, that's a really cool design. It's got all the blue and then the checkerboard, which Sonic levels are known for. It's got the hairline trigger locks. So I love those. I think this is a fantastic controller. I've covered it, the Sparkle version, but here we're going to take a look at the Sonic one. And if I had to choose, I'd go with Sonic because Sonic's just awesome. And look at all that blue. And yes, I know, red bandana gaming, but blue's always been my favorite color. Red, I love red. So as I've gotten older, it's been coming real close. I've even had multiple blue cars, but that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about this controller. And then here we have the enhanced wired controller. What does that mean by enhanced? It's got the flappy paddles on the back, which some people like those. I prefer, well, it depends on the controller. I prefer the buttons over the little paddles in the back that come out and they go flappy. I'm not a big fan of those. I like these better, but it all depends on the controller. Half the time I don't use them unless it's for certain games, like say Exoprimal or GTA. GTA, if you're using any of these in games like GTA, I definitely use them for reload. So it's a fast reload thing that I do like. I like doing it on the fly. And that's where it really comes in handy. Other people map, certain controllers have macros, some don't, but it all depends on what you're doing. And I think those buttons can come in handy at times, but it all depends on your personal preference. And then, like I said, this one is the protection case for the Switch. It covers all Switches. You've got your OLED, your OG Switch, and your Switch Lite. Has multiple compartments. First, we'll move these to the side. You stay over here. We're going to open this bad boy, this Xbox controller. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Boop. There we go. So get a little clearer on that one. Yes, I know, for those of you who go, hey, where's your Legend of Zelda knife? It's over there. This one's always right nearby. And the other day I almost cut myself because okay. Just don't play with knives, kids. Get your parents to do it. And even you 40-year-old kids, be careful. And that's another thing I like. Have you guys downloaded the PowerA Gamer HQ? Go for the app that's on your Xbox, and then you can customize all this. It's great. Again, I covered it in previous videos. This video is not about the app. This video is about how awesome these look. Before PowerA reached out to me and whatnot, I saw these online and I was like, okay, I got to find these. When can I find them? I can't get them. I couldn't get them anywhere. And they reached out to me and I was like, yes, definitely. I can't find them anywhere. I would love to take a look and test them. Oh, wow. I'm sorry. I'm getting like a little OCD here, but it's hard to find these in stores. You can find them, but they're highly sought after. And I understand a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog accessories are highly sought after. They've put out a couple different companies have put out Sonic the Hedgehog controllers for the Switch over the years. I haven't seen any. I don't remember any others for the Xbox. I think this is the only one, but they're just so hard to come by. So if you see these in the wild, snatch them up right away. I do like that matte finish. I am so glad it's not glossy. I am so glad this isn't glossy. PowerA, you done did good. I like that matte. The buttons are glossy. That's completely fine. Just like Xbox does, they put the 4 little colors right there, so you know which buttons are what when they assign it colors in the game, so you don't have to worry about that. Oh, they're not loud and clacky. They're soft, slightly ever so clacky, and I still love their triggers here. Their triggers are a little louder than the Xbox official ones, but I still love these. Those are the only clacky ones back there, and that's okay, because you know what? You know what I tend to do during loading screens or while I'm waiting for the game to log in or whatnot, depending, like if I'm playing Exoprimal and I'm just waiting there, I'll sometimes just go. I don't know why. There's something satisfying about that sound. I'm weird. I get it. Yet I don't like the clacky of the D-pad on the official Xbox. Go figure. I'm weird. I like how that one's nice and quiet. Listen to that. Yeah. So let's take a look at the back. You got your program button. You got the 2 programmable back buttons. And then your different settings. Again, I covered it in the Sparkle video. If you want to see more on just how it works and the testing and everything, it's the same way. I like this design. I like the 2 different color variants of blue and the white underneath. I think this is a great design, and I love their sticks. Their sticks are so much better than some of the other companies out there, which I will not name, but I do like the sticks. They're just comfortable sticks. Fantastic controller. And it's blue. That's Sonic blue right there. Anything else in there? No. This will go on display. Sonic will hold that. And yes, time to scooch you to the side. I'm going to put you over there. I know exactly where I'm going to... I'm going to have my... See, the Sparkle one is glossy. This is matte. I prefer matte. So I might use that. Here we go. Let's take a look at the Sonic the Hedgehog enhanced wired controller for the Nintendo Switch. I love Switch controllers. I love controllers in general. And it's funny, because of me, my buddy Nick Dool, Click to Enlarge, you guys know him from the Ready to Start podcast. He is starting to develop an addiction to controllers as well because of me. He's like, oh, my own friend watches my videos, thank you, and says, man, I didn't know how many cool controllers, especially, and he's like, oh, he saw that Sparkle one, he had to pick it up. Yeah, Yeah, fell in love with that controller. And I was like, I told you. So we got the same cable. Now, are both of them? All right, so the Xbox is a Type-C, and this is the mini or the micro? I always get them confused. Is it mini or micro for the Switch? So this uses the same body style as the older Switch ones. Now, there's no rumble. It's super, super light. So I have a lot of PowerA Switch controllers. That's the only thing I wish there was rumble, but I understand that certain controllers don't work because of their HD rumble, and I think it has something to do with that. So that's quite a possibility. The only thing that gets me when I'm using it on the Switch is how light they are. And it can throw me off just a little bit. It almost feels like a toy, but it's not. One thing, I don't know. I've never opened one. If they had put weights in here, I think that might be the next thing they should probably do. Hey, PowerA, I know you guys are watching this. Maybe put some weights in here just to give it that substantial feeling. So it feels a bit more substantial in the hand. That's the only thing I've ever had an issue with these is their weight. I feel they're a little too light. Where if you compare it with this one has a solid weight. It has the rumbles in it. I just love the feel. I think this is a solid weight, especially for the level of the controller. This is a $40 controller, if I'm not mistaken. $39.99, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, this one is $39.99. And this one is $29.99. And I understand that without the rumble, without the NFC feature. Let's see what this one has altogether. Anti-friction rings, ergonomic design, no batteries required because it is wired, 10-foot cable, enhanced gaming buttons, 3.5 millimeter audio jack. I think that's all it says. Wired, you got your programmable buttons and the headset input. Now, like I said, most of these controllers, usually, especially at these prices, don't have the HD rumble. Certain ones do. These do not. But for that price and the theming, that artwork is beautiful. It's that great matte finish that I love, just like the Xbox One. I do love that matte finish. And it's got those fantastic sticks. The D-pad is a bit different. This is the more squared off one, where this is the rounder one. This is more like the Xbox One. Well, this one still mimics that Switch Pro controller. But you still get those in the back. Now, one thing most people ask, are these triggers or are they not? Because on your regular Switch Pro, they are buttons. They just are buttons that mimic triggers. So that is one thing. I just wish they put some weight in here. That feels really light. But I think all of mine are. I have Pokemon versions of this as well, and they are very light too. But otherwise, I think this is a solid controller at $30. And with the theming, I think it's definitely worth the money. Again, I've covered these before. I have no complaints with these besides the weight. That's it. But that's a minor little one, and that's from a guy who's significantly bigger. So I feel like something like that, especially with my hands with this kind of weight, I feel like I'm going to crush it. Compared to this one, I love this weight. I can't say enough good things about this controller just because I love these. Okay. I love these. There we go. Let's put you to the side. Believe it or not, this is the one that I was most concerned about. I've had a number of these cases, and it's the way the Switch fit inside the case that worried me, but I've never had one from PowerA since, I want to say, the 3DS. I think it was the 3DS. Now, I did buy a case similar to this, but I don't remember it having anything looking like this. It was similar to this, but it was Animal Crossing for my wife. but that was quite some time ago. But I buy her every single Animal Crossing, everything. So I'm not even sure who made it. So I'm sorry if it was PowerA. I'm sorry if that was you guys, but she loves it. She uses it all the time. It's a lot of yellow. Okay, I don't want to break it because I like it. Oh, that's cool. I just noticed that. The zipper thing is a ring. All right. That's a good printing. That is very good printing. That won't scratch off. That won't come off. That won't peel off. It's not one of those. That's one of the things I was worried about. I think that is done very well. I like that. I don't think it's going to fade. It doesn't feel like it. That bottom. Okay. It feels durable. Feels really durable. Now let's open that up. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's a nice little touch right there. Okay, so it's got the papers. Instruction manuals. Put switch in case. There you go. I might have, to be honest, I think the one I have looks very similar to this. Might have been a Zelda one that I have for the Switch. I think it might have been PowerA, come to think of it. I'm getting old. My brain doesn't serve me well. Sorry. Here, let's move this out of the way. I just realized you guys can't see what I'm looking at. So this is going to be the strap that holds it in. You've got this right here. So depending on what you're doing, that's interesting. Let me see. I think this is supposed to go underneath. Let me take a look. Okay. So that is for, oh, that's pretty simple. Oh, it's like a little, oh, so you do, you do this. Am I being not bright here? That's cool. So you put that there, you do it like that, and then you can lean your Switch against it that way. See it in the image? So you can lean your Switch against it. Let me grab mine. So here's the OG red one. That's what that thing was for. That's what that was for. Okay. That's nifty. That's new. I don't remember that in any of them. That's why I was wondering what was this. So this is just to hold this down like that. Nifty. So you can put that in here. Put your swish in there. You can do it like that. You can put it up there. Or, it's all right. Yeah, I know it's a different. There we go. You can do that here. How you want to do it. You can do it there. You can close it that way. You can do that. You can do this. I'm enjoying this. Don't judge me. So we can do it like this. We can put this here. I would take this out. I would put that there. And let me grab my Switch Lite, which is right here. Now, one thing is, I have a grip on my Switch Lite. So they don't usually fit in here because of the style of case. And they never do. So I always take them off. But I have a specific case that can actually fit my Switch Lite with this grip. This case will probably be used for the Switch that you just saw. So here we go. Put that in here. Put that in there. Okay, there we go. Switch Lite. We got that. We got that. Now, that's one thing I was a little worried about, but thank God I'm not now. I do have caps that extend the sticks ever so slightly here. And I was worried about it crushing or anything like that, and it clearly will not. So you can put your games here. I don't have a game sitting by me. Actually, I do. Oh, hit the table. Sorry. So I've got, what is this? Dead Cells, Castlevania. Sorry, it's not a Sonic game. But you put them in here. Put them in there. Put your games in there. And there you go. What can we put in there? I don't think we can really put anything in there, and I wouldn't suggest it. Maybe a stylus. Oh, wait. Wrong system. So you take that out. They fit in there pretty snug, so you don't have to worry about that. You can put your charger, whatever you want, up in there. Good to go. Now you got to go fast. Remember that? Got to go fast. Got to go fast. I can't wait for Sonic the Hedgehog 3. I like those movies. Can't wait for the new game. I like the durability. I feel that that's going to be quality. I was really worried about that. So as a case, that's nice. That's nice. Okay, I think I've gone on too long. Let me tell you my overall thoughts before we close out this video. I like that case. I like the artwork. I like the design. Even though I'm not a big fan of yellow, I think it complements itself quite a bit with the blue and the yellow. And I like the Sonic design. Looks great. And seems really durable. I'll know in the long run because I do some traveling. And this might be my new one to replace my old Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild one. So with that being said, let's move on to the Switch. This controller's fantastic. I've used them before. I don't like the fact that it doesn't have Rumble or NFC, but then that would make these controllers significantly more expensive. And for $29.99, you get that great Sonic artwork. I like that. So some people may not. I do. I like the speed slash. I love the texture. I like that it's matte. I love these sticks. This is one of the controllers I use quite a bit. I have a wireless one from PowerA that my wife uses, which is a Pokemon one. So I do like these. I just wish there was a little more weight to these. That is my only gripe. This, no gripes. No gripes. None. Zero. Some people are like, but it's not wireless. Nope. I don't care. I prefer wired controllers. I hate replacing batteries. I hate having to worry about them when they die if you're in the middle of a multiplayer game. It's just how it is. And I love these controllers. I've been using these with the hairline trigger locks. I love the way these feel. This is my favorite one of here so far. I do like, and for someone who doesn't like yellow, I actually do like this. I like the case. Okay, I like these. So if you guys were wondering, I went a little long just because I wanted to cover all three and give my honest opinion. Honest opinion. So, like I said, these are all great. Let's see how they hold up in due time. Probably this one's going to go on display. This I will use. This, it's going to replace the sparkle because it's Sonic. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. Thank you for sticking around in this one that's a little longer than normal. Like we always say, be legendary. Thanks again.